Hello everyone, hello. Sasarai here with some more Tales of Grace's F. We got Jeremy in chat, we got Choka Bro. How you guys doing? Welcome. I want to cut it off, is what he just said. Intriguing. So, we are going to be heading to the North Gate. We just got Hubert into our party. Yay, Hubert. We made him a cool weapon. Yeah, so basically we went through all this effort to stop Hubert from getting recalled, only for Hubert to get recalled. The Valkanus for this town, the big fucking crystal they use to power everything, all this water and whatnot, it fucking got drained by Richard, who just kind of flew in and was like, alright, I'm taking this, and our character's like, okay, cool. That's fine, you know. You know what? You're king. You're entitled to it. Now he's headed off to Fendel to do the same to their Valkanus, so we gotta go there and help them. If you take this path out of town, you'll hit the port to the north. I'm on a trip right now, so I just came from there. A trip from where? Hey, Turtle. This country's pretty high-tech, but there's a place even more advanced. Where is it? You got me, pals? Oh, okay. Just got your second star done and you have no frills after lunch? How do you feel about having frills? Like, what's your favorite kind of frill? You doing good? Good to hear, Chocobo. I beat Silent Hill last night. Struggled my way through, and I think I got a grasp on what the story wanted to tell. Charlotte and Fendel have been struggling for the upper hand now in world affairs for ages.
Stay sharp, even against cover.
Anyone who has a frill should be shot on sight. Oh.
You need to study up on the basics.
Yeah, Jeremy, you need to study up on the basics. Asbo's Gust Stroke was upgraded. Chokor, what are your thoughts on the basics? Alright, as per usual, I'll just fight everything I see. Looking for treasure.
Let's keep moving.
Okay, Jeremy. How would you like to be referred to as the basics? What basics are you teaching her, Captain? Yeah. Jeremy, how would you like to be referred to as a cluster mage? Erudite fellow. His vast knowledge comes in handy sometimes. A true knight also values book learning. He's gonna learn Ice Spires and Magna Revolver. Hazardous liquid. An unmistakably dangerous liquid. Your odds of surviving a single drop look to be 0. And that's just in the desert.
I don't anticipate the challenge. We did it, Sophie! We did it, Sharia.
Exciting. A cluster mage sounds like another term for someone who shits too often. I mean, it could be, but it might just be someone who uses cluster bombs. North du Liberté Port is a straight shot north of here. Tried up well. A strange type of salt that tastes sweet when licked by liars. True salt.
What happened?
This well went dry long ago, but while it's no longer a source of water, it's become famous as a source of high-quality salt.
This is a rough country. I didn't realize what people had to endure just to get a drink of water around here.
Enough. There is something we must discuss. I want you to fight me.
Huh? What's this about?
Frightened?
No, I don't understand why you're doing this.
I will be happy to tell you, should you defeat me. Now draw your blade.
Alright, I'm gonna lose, but alright, let's do this.
Okay, dive! Tiger Blade! Okay! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Strike!
Ow. Ow, holy fuck, he does a ton of damage!
Bloodshot! Okay! Slice!
Holy shit!
Aqua Bullet! Now, Whirlwind Slash! Strike! Not yet! Draw! Fall! Pierce! Let's keep moving!
Fuck! I defeated him.
Victory is mine. Now tell me what that fight was about.
You had thought about those soldiers just letting Richard in to drain the Valkanist?
I wanted to test you.
And why is that?
Earlier, you remarked on what people had to endure just to get water in these parts.
Yeah?
After what happened to Duplamar, the water in Eau Liberté is likely threatened.
And you think it's going to run out?
It is definitely possible. And as it is my duty to defend Strata, I felt it necessary to test the limits of your power.
So, what's your verdict? Did I pass your test?
It seems that way. Had you lost to me, I would have ignored the President's orders and fled this desert forever. But alas and alack, it seems we do have the power to save Strata after all.
Hubert, Look, we'll talk later. Let me get Sharia to treat your wounds.
Thank you.
Is Strata's survival truly the only reason you challenged Asbel?
Do you accuse me of plotting something else?
Your actions may be harsh, but from my perspective, you wanted to give Asbel an opportunity to defeat you. I gather that you defeated him in combat previously. Perhaps you were concerned for your brother's pride?
I have no idea what you're talking about. You strike me as a fascinating and unusual man, Captain Malik. Perhaps you and I will someday have time for a more leisurely discussion.
Hubert, Sharia's on the way, so... Huh? What's going on, Captain?
Nothing.
Hubert acquired the Restorer of Pride title and a moon anklet. An anklet with a moon design. It would look great paired with a sailor suit uniform. Or a school uniform. Hey, it's better than what we got. Cool. And near death casting speed plus 10%. Cool.
I don't anticipate a challenge.
I don't think so because Richard wasn't working with. I mean, they could have been with him, I suppose, but. So Jeremy says, I wonder if they were soldiers under the command of Hubert's adopted father, and he ordered them to let him so that he could turn the citizens to the president. Richard wasn't working with Oswald. At least there's no indication in game that he ever made a deal with him like his uncle did. So unless the orders were literally, if anything happens to the Elith, let it happen, which I guess could be the problem.
This will be a breeze.
It's never explicitly said, so I'm gonna say that possibility exists.
No. I serve to protect.
Asbel learned Hurt Stand. it's also, they didn't actually, like, the game just shows them standing around like, huh? Like, they don't fire a single shot, nothing. Also, why did it change Hubert's title on me? How dare you? How fucking dare you?
This won't take long.
Listen, droplet. Driving energy balloon.
No one can stand
But,
before
yeah.
my blade.
That is definitely a possibility. Jeremy, out of curiosity, can anyone stand against your blade?
Ends. I'll show you my true potential. Asterism line. What the?
We are
Awesome.
Hey, they figured it out. Hey, Silver Frames. You got about 8 hours or so of Unicorn Overload under your belt now and have a pretty solid idea of your opinions on it now. What are your thoughts?
Hey, what is it, Hubert? You've been stealing glances at me all day.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh, come on. You never used to hold back in the old days. What's on your mind? You know you can tell me.
Skirt's a little short.
What? I can barely hear you.
Nothing. My, but it sure is hot today.
Well, we are in a desert.
Alright, Hubert. So it feels like Fire Emblem done right. I feel like Fire Emblem fans are going to have your guts regarded for that. If you're traveling to Windor, you'll need to take a ship from Ulray on the eastern edge of the continent. Needs a transport? Doing some shopping? I can help with that. Unless I can't. There are aspects that are different than Fire Emblem, but it addresses a lot of your issues with the series. Expound on that a bit. What issues does it fix? I'm not the biggest Fire Emblem connoisseur, to be honest. I've played a couple of them. By a couple, I mean probably more than a couple, but I honestly haven't played that many. Ooh, I like that. The one that has no weapon durability. Alright, already instantly. Alright, immediately better. I hate weapon durability in games. There have been military shops coming in and out all day. What's going on? Ships, not shops. If you're headed for Warrior's Roost, you better be prepared well. The funny old island, alright? They say no one knows when its tower was built, or why for that matter. Are you the type who gets sidetracked easily? I am. I haven't made any real progress in ages. That's my life, actually. It's fun, isn't it? Making side trips and running into new people and places. I love it. Wow, your skin's so white. Where are you from? Windor? Never heard of it. What I did hear is that Fendel's really cold and people there are white as ghosts. Is that true? Man, this kid. You can't just say that. Hey, what went? I've tried explaining why customs inspections are important, but all they do is gripe. Rules are rules for a reason. Why can't they understand that? I also like the way it handles units better. I can't work with this soldier. She's insisting that everything from Lump be inspected. I've worked this out for years. Do I look like I'd start breaking the wall all of a sudden? Yes. No? Yes. As opposed to each of your characters being a unit, you build up your units from the your cast of characters. Apparently it's very similar to another game in that regard. Landgrisser, I think? I met a guy who was conducting research into the Rokugan. The guy had some pretty crazy stories. He even claimed to have lived inside the thing. Ogre Tactics? No, not Ogre Tactics. Although Ogre Tactics might be similar as well. It might have some similarity at the very least.
We've been expecting you, Lieutenant Oswell.
Here are the instructions for getting into Fendel. The Fendelian army has stationed a platoon at Warrior's Roost. One of the spies that we sent to infiltrate Fendel is with them. When we arrive, we will make contact with the spy and have her lead us into Fendel. Watch yourself at all times. If we're discovered, it will make our mission quite difficult.
Excellent.
Now then, let's be off.
So, when it comes to Fire Emblem, I have played Awakening. Okay, so when I was a kid, I played the first Fire Emblem, and I cheated like fuck to get through it, because that game is hard as fuck. So I just made my units invincible using a Game Genie and just played through the story. So, I played that one. I played Fire Emblem Awakening on the DS. I played Fates and the two Fates games on the 3DS. And I've played Three Houses. Because everybody was telling me that Three Houses was so amazing, it's the best Switch game ever. And then when I played it, I was like, I don't see how. Like, it doesn't feel like it any different than Awakening did, really. It doesn't do anything. The main character's a fucking idiot. And the cathedral parts were boring as shit. Beyond the, character building, but having to run through the cathedral every fucking time it got boring really fast. And like the little details, like the graphics on the food and whatnot were awful.
Oh, hey.
The story is pretty bog standard SRPG fare. You're liberating your country from an evil empire. Sometimes you just need you don't need a really complicated, like, overarching plot, but like the small nuances are what make it good.
You used to live in Strata, right, Captain? Do you want to visit any old friends before we move on?
Thanks, but even if I did, we don't have time. We must focus our efforts on the pursuit of King Richard.
Pardon me, Asbel, but did I hear you say your former Knight Academy instructor once lived here in Strata?
Yeah, I did. Why? Does it matter?
No, I'll save my inquiries for a more opportune time.
Oh, and I played Fire Emblem Warriors. Warriors Roost is located in... Okay, yeah. Let's just go get on the damn boat. This is the boarding dock for the ferry between North U Liberté Port and Warriors Roost. Anyway, I played Fire Emblem Warriors. I like that game, but unfortunately it does suffer from an issue that a lot of Warriors games do, and that's that enemies eventually just become damage sponges. The game it doesn't really take on a lot of difficulty, but the enemies suddenly take like 6 hours to kill. It's awful. You'll be in the middle of fighting Richard when Hubert tries to arrest Malik for tax evasion. Oh no, Malik. But then I also played Fire Emblem Three Hopes, and I love Fire Emblem Three Hopes way more than I love Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Hey, so is traveling with your family totally awesome or what?
Not particularly.
Oh, right. Because he knows all about your childhood secrets or whatever, yeah?
This isn't a vacation, you know.
Fine, whatever. Ignore my questions. So, Asbel, got any embarrassing stories about your little bro?
Are you even listening to me? And while I'm at it, Just how were you able to solve the Valkanist problem so easily?
What, that? Oh, I don't know. Just intuition, I guess.
You can't fix a problem like that with intuition.
It's okay, Hubert. That's just how Pascal is.
My favorite food is bananas, and my favorite color is yellow. Hey, this is fun! What else do you want to know?
Ugh, never mind.
Okay, but if you ever think of anything, just let me know.
I've never met anybody in my life who just idly puts their hands behind their head and kicks their legs out like this.
Ridiculous. I've never met a more suspicious character in all my life.
3 houses, 3 hopes, 3 penises, Fire Emblem dues.
I know
Exactly.
she's kind of unusual, but we couldn't have survived this long without her.
I'm not denying what she's done. I'm saying it's dangerous to put blind trust in her.
Well, I
I
mean,
can see this is lost on you. Very well. I guess I'll just have to keep an eye on things.
so this is something I don't get. It happens a lot in games, okay? Hubert doesn't know, somehow, doesn't realize. I guess he just thinks that Az was a fucking idiot and just immediately trusted her. But they didn't trust her initially. But, you know, I think after everything she's done, she's kind of earns them trust, and they're not just putting blind trust in her anymore.
Hubert, come on.
You like that Pascal's asking for embarrassing stories about Hubert while he's standing there dressed like that? I mean, he's in a bathing suit.
Looks like our agent hasn't arrived yet.
Say,
He's also pretty ripped.
you've got one of them new models too, huh? How do you like it?
The output on these babies is incredible. They suck Elith from Acreus like nothing I've ever seen.
Oh, wow, they can do that now? Here, wait, let me see. So the Creus goes here, and the transformer circuit is that little katangy bit there.
Hey, stop bothering us.
That's weird. I wonder who designed that. I better take another look.
What are you doing? Stop that! Do you want to get us all killed?
Don't worry, little bro. I'll keep my distance.
Those guns were unfamiliar to me as well. Is the military up to something?
What is it, Captain?
Those guns, he says. Meanwhile, he's got a fucking gun in his holster right there.
Oh, nothing.
I don't like it here. Everything seems so aggressive.
Skilled fighters come from across the world to compete at Warrior's Roost. Power is the only law in this place, and battle the only justice.
Conflict should be a means to an end. Why would anyone fight just for the sake of fighting? Why does this place even exist?
Skilled fighters need a place to test their mettle and aspire to new height. Perhaps this is a world that only they can understand.
Hey, are you folks waiting for a certain Fendelian soldier? I have a letter from her.
Hubert absolutely has the superiority complex. I just think that trope is overused in the... You can't blindly trust someone who you clearly have, you know, built up a history with.
Our spy's commanding officer has grown suspicious of her actions. She will be unable to meet with us.
So how do we get to Fendel?
It would seem we'll have to find another way.
Sophie, Pascal, are you okay?
What do you think you're doing?
That wench tried to steal our weapons.
I just wanted to look at him. Come on. You can't have her.
What's this? Troublemakers. And who would you be? Perhaps the friends of that little spy? Oh, yes. We know all about your plan to infiltrate our ranks.
I will thank you to avoid such filthy accusations, sir. We have come to challenge the champions of Riot Peak. Nothing more.
Is that so? Then you won't mind if we're your first opponent. And while we're at it, perhaps a small wager will make things more interesting. If we win, and we will win, you're going to tell us everything we want to know.
That seems to be a fair challenge. We accept. We're here to fight, after all. And to win.
Bold talk for a little mama's boy.
Exactly.
See you on Riot Peak.
That's what I'm talking about. That trope where you get a character, I only just arrived in your party, but you need to stop putting blind trust in people. That needs to stop. Like, it just doesn't make sense narratively to me.
Wow, you were all like, kapow! Was that a wise thing to say, Hubert?
It seems our agent friend has been taken captive.
Now, if the character gives them some reason, like a good reason to not trust them, like he sees them
If we
doing
want to
something
reach
really
Fendel,
suspicious.
we'll have to rescue her first. As such, we'll need to defeat those men and set her free.
Riot Peak, huh?
Like, seeing her fix the Valkanist, while strange, not necessarily, like, super suspicious.
Pascal, are you into guns and weapons and stuff?
How come?
You seem pretty obsessed with those soldiers' weapon.
I don't give a hoot about the weapons, but the mechanism that extracts Elith from the Creus looks like an idea I had a long time ago. They're clearly made by someone super talented.
Huh. Pascal, you really are some kind of genius.
Hey, what was that? Did little bro need something?
And the spy escapes to snoop another day.
Or at least if Asbel pushed back against Hubert saying, like, I've been traveling for a while, this isn't blind faith. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hey, Colette's card! There you go. Thanks. Hey, any requests? Oh, I can give him a pointy fang. Beef with red wine sauce. Overgrown crystal. Daily medicine. Someone on the Riot Peak's 10th floor stole this from me. Without it, someone has to steal it back. Alright, we got... Oh, Sophie learned Lucent Palisade. I don't even see what I got for that. Okay, well... You're not quite there yet. Hey, Pascal learned National Celebrity title. Alright, we're gonna go into... Wait, can you... Oh, you can't dualize. Never mind. Is there anyone here that can dualize? Here, cat. Have some salmon. Yeah. Alright, we need to find someone who can dualize for us. So that we can, take a look at these blacks. They have the names of past champions on them. We can find someone who can dualize. We can make the beef with red wines. Back to work for you, Jeremy? Alright. Well, thank you for coming to hang out for a bit. I'll be here till my usual time. So, come hang out again if you're done. And you know, home. Okay. We got another stamp. We're one away from having 6. But, we gotta dualize here. So, we gotta make beef with red wine. I think we have the ability to make that. I don't know for sure, but let's find out. There you go. I should have checked what the other requests were, but I figure we may as well complete that while we're here, so let's go do that real quick. I'll get that treasure chest after. Okay. Overgrown crystal. I don't know if we can do that one. Oh, we need 2 of these. Shit. Okay, well, my bad. Well, since I'm coming back up here, I can at least check and see if we can make an overgrown crystal. Dualize. Alright. I don't imagine we'll be able to dualize an overgrown crystal. That doesn't seem like something we'd be able to do, but maybe. I guess the possibility exists. It's okay though. Let's go turn this in and then we will take our first break and then we will explore the rest of this place. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There you go. So hungry. I can barely stand. Please find this. It's my favorite dish, and if I eat it, I'll be invincible. Haha, that's it. The legend of my heroic invincibleness shall be written today. Malik learned Magna Resolver, and Pascal learned Flux Form. Did, you not level up? You didn't. How many points do you fucking need? Oh, he needs 75 and then he's done. Okay. Alright, we're gonna run up here, we'll take our break, and then we'll continue on. Don't go anywhere.